All right. Salute everybody as y'all come on up in the building. Appreciate all of y'all that's gonna tap in. Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Let me know if y'all can hear me as we're gonna talk about this situation with Kamala Harris, right? Now I was motivated to talk about this because on my main channel, I did a video talking about something else. This came up, and then I had some Jamaicans that hit me up and verified that Jamaicans, for the majority, are indeed black, and that Kamala Harris's father is indeed black and from Jamaica and Jamaican. A lot of people have been putting out rumors that he was Irish and things like that, and that wasn't true. Um, Also, I have evidence that Kamala Harris, who has identified herself always as Indian and black, and you guys can, we're going to fact check that stuff tonight on YouTube. Now, I want to start this video by saying this. I don't have a stake in this. I don't like what I see Kamala Harris represents and stands for. I don't like that shit show she rolled out with Meg Thee Stallion, showing every negative stereotype of black woman that I've ever seen. I don't respect that at all. I think that was disgusting and despicable. Then I think she was wrong for wheeling that foolishness out. And I don't like her or respect the other side either. With Donald Trump, I don't respect either side. I don't like either sides. But I always believe in the facts, and I've seen people that say, that's putting out rumors and saying these different things, and so I went and did my own research, which I feel like everybody should always do. Because when you ask people, you say, "Well, who told you that she ain't black? Who told you this? Who told you that?" And they'll say, "Oh, I heard this, or I heard somebody say that," but they never went and did any research themselves. I'm always a believer that you study to show thyself approval. You understand what I'm saying? And so what I did was, not only did I talk to a few Jamaicans, shout out to all the Jamaicans that hit me up on this. They told me that Jamaicans are black and that Jamaicans identify themselves as black. Now, here's the thing, right? Judge Joe Brown said some things. Judge Joe Brown came and went hard on her. Judge Joe Brown sounded like a dude that may have got curved by her or didn't get no box by her, because the way he was just talking like, "Hey, man," you know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm not saying, but what I'm saying is what he said about her not being black, we have to take a look at that, because you have to be able to have evidence and prove these things. This kind of reminds me, and I'm just gonna say this again, right? I want to get to this, and I want to show you guys this, right? First of all, Kamala Harris, she was born in the United States. So just off the strength of that, she has that American label is put on you, because when you're born in the United States, you are an American citizen. Let's start right there. So we can start that. We can stop that right there. She was born in Oakland, California on October the 20th, 1964. Now her mother, right? Her mother. Now let's look at her mother, right? So her mother right here, Shamala, right? Her mother was a biomedical scientist at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, right? Right? So her mother, right, was born December the 7th, 1938 in Madras, Providence, British India, right? So her mother was Indian, right? She was born to P.V. Gopalan, who's a civil servant, and Rajam, her mother, right? So let's go look at her parent, right? This is her parents right here, right? Right? Her parent was born in 1911 and died in 1998, and was an Indian civil servant who served with the government of Zambia and the government of India, right? Right? So that was her mother right there, or her father, excuse me, right? Her father served with the government. Her mother's father served with the government of Zambia and the government of India as well, right? So let's go look at this real quick. I'm gonna show y'all some things, right? So, Zambia, You guys can go do y'all's research on Zambia, right? And you guys can check all these things out and do y'all's homework on Zambia, right? So, Zambia, does everybody in the comment section know where Zambia is? Now, I'm asking y'all right now. Does anybody in the comment section, does everybody know where Zambia is in the comment section? Press 1 if you know where Zambia is located, right? Because sometimes you got to go back to trace these things, right? So her father's, I'm going to say it again, her mother's father, right? Right, it's in Africa, right? You're right, J Mer. So let's go back and let's look at that again. Her father was born in 1911. Two-Raw, what's going on? Salute to you. My boy Marco Hen in the building. Salute to you. I see y'all in the building. It says that her father was an Indian career servant who served with the government of Zambia, right? Think about this now. This is her father, right? Right? So you guys are seeing this now. Now, that's interesting to know why her father was working with the government of Zambia in Africa. But we're going to link all this stuff together through her family. We're going to link this together, right? Right? Let's go back. I want to go back, show y'all something, right? So I want to go back. Let's go back to her mother. This is her mother right here, right? Right? So her mother, now let's get some history on her mother, right? Her parents, that means the parents of her mother, were from two villages near the town of Managudi in Madras province, right? I want y'all to see this now, right? So y'all see right there on the screen, right? Now, it says that her mother had begun, my bad. Her mother's father had begun his professional life as a stenographer. And as he rose through the ranks of the Imperial Secretariat Service and later the Central Secretariat Service, both parts of the civil service, he moved the family every few years between Madras, New Delhi, which is now Bombay, right, and Calcutta. He and Rajam, that's her mother, that's Kamala's grandfather and grandmother, right, had an arranged marriage, but according to her mother's brother, their parents were broad-minded in raising the children, all of whom led somewhat unconventional lives, right? Her mother was a gifted singer, and she won a national competition in it as a teenager. Her mother studied for a Bachelor of Science, right? A Bachelor of Science, her mother studied, right? In home science at the Lady of Irwin College in the University of Delhi. Her father thought the subject, which taught skills considered helpful in home making, was a mismatch for her abilities. Her mother expected the children to seek careers in medicine, engineering, or law. In 1958, at age 19, she unexpectedly, the mother of Kamala Harris, applied to a master's program in nutrition and endocrinology at the University of California, Berkeley, and she was accepted. Her parents used some of their retirement savings to pay her tuition and board during the first year. Not having a phone line at home, they communicated with her after her arrival in the U.S. by the aerogram, and she earned a PhD in nutrition and endocrinology at UC Berkeley in 1964. Kamala Harris's mother's dissertation, which was supervised by Richard L. Lyman, was titled "The Isolation and Purification of a Trispin Inhibitor from Whole Wheat Flour." Okay, so you got a little background on her mother. Her mother is Indian from India. So Kamala Harris has Indian in her. She's part Indian. Now, let's go back, right? I want y'all to follow me now. Y'all got to follow me now. This is her mother right here, right? Now, this is Kamala Harris again that you guys are watching, right? Now, I want y'all to see this right here, right? I want y'all to see this. Kamala Harris's early life and education. So we've already established that Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, California, right? Which automatically makes her an American citizen because she was born in the United States of America. You guys got to learn the laws, right? So her mother was Indian, right? So she, right now, from what you've seen, is Indian American. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going, right? She was born in Oakland. See, this is what you guys got to understand. A lot of you guys don't know this because a lot of y'all don't have passports. A lot of you guys don't have kids that are foreign, that are born in the States. If anybody knows the laws of immigration, if anybody knows the laws of the land, if you were born in the United States of America, you are a United citizen. These are facts. That's why so many people go to the United States to have kids, so that their kids automatically become United citizens, and then it's a pathway for their parents, if they're there illegally, or they're on a temporary visa or whatever, they can get full residency as a parent. I'm going to say it again. Now, I want y'all to think about this, right? Because I have more information to come. Not just here. This is just the setup. I just need y'all to follow me, right? Once again. And people say, oh, you're dumb, ticket, this, you're that, you're third. No, you're dumb. You're dumb. Right? Because I haven't even explained what I want to say yet. You just want to come in and talk shit. Get off your knees. So now let's get to the next thing. Because when I ask you, how do you know what you know? You're going to tell me what somebody else told you. You ain't going to tell me no research you did. So sit down and shut the hell up. Now let's get to the next one, right? Right? Now, this is the part we're going to talk about right here, right? So it says that she was born in Oakland, California, on October the 20th, 1964. Her mother, who we just talked about, Shamala, was a biologist whose work on the progesterone receptor gene simulated advances in breast cancer research. Now, her mother died due to cancer, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Her mother had moved to the United States from India as a 19-year-old graduate student in 1958, as I just told y'all, right? I told y'all what she studied, endocrinology at the University of California, Berkeley, right? And she received her PhD the same year she had Kamala in 1964, right? So Kamala Harris's father, whose name is Donald J. Harris, who's still alive today, right? He was a Stanford University professor of economics who arrived to the United States from Jamaica. All right? All right? So let's look at this, right? Right? In 1961. Now, for graduate study at UC Berkeley, he received a PhD in economics in 1966. Donald Harris and the mother Kamala met in 1962 and were married in 1963. In 1966, the Harris family moved to Champaign, Illinois, where her younger sister Maya was born. Right? That's her sister right there, Maya. Right? Look, you know what I'm saying? That's her sister right there, Maya. You know? A lot of you dudes, if y'all was on the street, y'all be trying to holler at her. Right? Now, it says her younger sister was born when her parents took positions at the University of Illinois. The family moved around the Midwest, with both parents working at multiple universities in succession over a brief period. Kamala, along with her mother and sister, moved back to Cali in 1970 while her father remained in the Midwest. They stayed briefly on Maliva Street, right, in central Berkeley, and then at a duplex on Bancroft Way in West Berkeley, an area often called the Flatlands with a significant black population, right? When Harris began kindergarten, she was viewed as a part of Berkeley's comprehensive desegregation program to Thousand Oaks Elementary School, a public school in a more prosperous neighborhood in northern Berkeley, which previously had been 95% white, and after the desegregation plan went into effect, became 40% black. Harris's parents divorced when she was 7 years old. That's her childhood home right there. You see on the screen right there. Right there on the screen, that's a picture of her childhood home, right? On Bancroft Way in Berkeley, right? Because remember, her parents met at Berkeley. We won't get to her father in a second, right? Now, look at this now, right? Look at this now, right? African American intellects and rights advocates constituted Harris's formative surroundings, right? Mary Lewis, who helped start the field of the African American studies at the San Francisco State University and taught there for many years, was one of Shamala Gopalan's most trusted friends. That's the mother of Kamala Harris. When Kamala's mother worked late at her lab, Kamala was cared for by Regina Shelton, a black woman whose daycare center and the apartment below was decorated with pictures of Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth. Harris was written that Shamala, the mother of Kamala, knew her adopted homeland would see Maya and me as black girls, is what she written in her book, and was determined to make sure we would grow into confident, proud black women. That's what she wrote in her book, right? That's what she wrote in her book in 2020, right? Which was retrieved, it was retrieved in 2020. It was written in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it says a neighborhood regularly took the Harris girls to an African American church in Oakland. That church right there you see on your screen, right? Where they sang in the church children's choir, and the girls and their mother also frequently visited the nearby African American Culture Center. The mother was introduced them to Hinduism and took them to a nearby Hindu temple where her mother occasionally sang. As children, her and her sister visited their mother's family in Madras, right? That's back in India, right? Kamala says she was impressed by her maternal grandfather's progressive views. Harris has remained in touch with her Indian aunts and uncles. The two Harris sisters spent summers with their father in Palo Alto and then traveled to Jamaica with him, right? When she was 12 years old, Harris and her sister moved with their mother, who'd been divorced from the father, to Montreal, Quebec, where the mother had accepted a research and teaching position at the McGill University affiliated with the Jewish General Hospital. Harris attended a French-speaking primary school. So now look, we have established that she did go and live in Canada, but her younger life, all the way up to around, I say 10, 11 years old, if I'm not mistaken, was in the United States. Now, let's go to this part right here. Let's go to her daddy. This is the part I want to get to right here. Donald J. Harris. Now, this is where you got to think, right? Because I'm just showing you guys one part of this, because I ain't finished. I ain't going to just show you Wikipedia. Wikipedia is just the start of what I'm showing y'all. So you can keep running your mouth, and you can go along with narratives you want to go along with, but all those people that saying shit, see, I'm going to tell y'all something about this world. If somebody says something, everybody run with it to that person you think is popular. People won't do their own research. And then they'll tell you your research is bullshit when they haven't done no research. They haven't presented anything. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Her father, Donald J. Harris, right? Donald J. Harris is a Jamaican American economist, not Irish or all that other stuff y'all was talking about. Jamaican American. Most Jamaicans identify as black. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to that in a minute. Right? Right? So this is what I want to do with y'all for her father, right? Let's go look at her father's parents. See, I go back and back and back. Let's go look at her father's parents, her grandparents, right? This is when we're going to start digging deep, right? Donald, early life and education. This is her father. Donald Jasper Harris was born in Brown, There ain't no Irish stuff these people talk about. Oh man, he's Irish, man, and he moved to Jamaica. You're a goddamn lie. Donald Jasper Harris was born. Look, they got the picture right there. In Brownstown, St. Anne Parish, Jamaica. Right? The son of Oscar Joseph Harris and Beryl Christie Harris, who were Afro-Jamaicans. What is an Afro-Jamaican? Let's look it up, y'all. So her father's parents were Afro-Jamaicans, right? And something is really wrong with you to be calling her a B.I. whatever. You don't even know the woman. See this brother right here on the screen right here? See, you going to hell, brother. You going straight to hell. You don't even know this woman from a can of paint personally, but you'll call her a B.I.T. whatever. You don't even know the woman. Something's mentally wrong with you, my brother, to not know a woman, but call her out of her name. You don't even know the woman. I don't know her. I don't have no stake in her side. I'm not voting for her, and I'm not voting for Donald Trump. I don't care about either sides. The only thing I do care about is the truth, and I care about slander, and I care about punks like you running your mouth. Now, let's keep going. So his parents, her father's parents were Afro-Jamaicans. What are Afro-Jamaicans? Afro-Jamaicans are Jamaicans of predominantly African descent. They represent the largest ethnic group in the country. Kamala Harris is half Indian from her mother, half black from her father. Her father's parents both are Afro-Jamaican. Let's look at right here. Afro-Jamaicans are Jamaicans of predominantly African descent. They represent the largest ethnic group in the country. The ethnogenesis of the black Jamaican people stemmed from the Atlantic slave trade of the 16th century, when enslaved Africans were transported as slaves to Jamaica and other parts of the Americas. DOA. 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 Now, all of these people, I'm going to say it again. All of these people that's saying this woman don't have half black in her, why y'all don't say that Kyrie Irving ain't black? Oh, Kyrie Irving running around here saying he Indian. Why they don't say Kyrie Irving ain't black? But this is just, I'm just a start right here. This is just a start right here, right? Because I already told y'all this. I don't respect Kamala Harris's policy. I don't respect what she stands for. I thought what she did the other day with Meg Thee Stallion and them was absolutely disgusting. That buffoonery she had up there with Meg Thee Stallion and them, and it displayed every negative stereotype in the black community with our black sisters. And I did not like that, and I thought that was disgusting. But I will not live off a lie when we can go do our own research instead of listening to people telling you what they want to tell you. Now, I'm just started. I ain't even broke this shit down all the way yet, right? But her father parents are Afro-Jamaicans. I'm showing you on the screen right now, Afro-Jamaicans are Jamaicans of predominantly African descent. They represent the largest ethnic group in the country. Kamala Harris's father's parents, both of them, are Afro-Jamaican, which means he's Afro-Jamaican, which means that Kamala is part Afro-Jamaican, which means that she is half black and Indian. That don't mean you got to vote for her. That don't mean you got to like her. That just means, and I'm going to say it again, that just means that this lie that she ain't black come from people who don't know what the hell they talking about. And all of these idiots have set themselves up for lawsuits because they ran around here and slandered the woman's name and said, oh, she ain't black, she ain't black, she ain't black. And they have no evidence except for I heard George Joe Brown, I heard somebody else say it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, if you disagree with her policies, whatever, hey, that's on you. I don't care for her anyways. I don't have no, like I said, I don't care for her or Trump. The hell with both of them. Who cares? But I don't like this lie being presented that she ain't black. And then you got people that's in the comment section saying, oh, Jamaican ain't black. Are you out your damn mind? Are you out your damn? Read this line again, because this is just absolutely true, right? The ethnogenesis of the black Jamaican people stemmed from the Atlantic slave trade. Do you not know what the Atlantic slave trade was? Let me go ahead and put this on here on the screen. Do you not know what the Atlantic slave trade was? The Atlantic slave trade, or the transatlantic slave trade, involved the transportation by slave traders of enslaved African people to the Americas. European slave ships regularly used triangular trade route in its middle passage. Europeans established a coastal slave trade in the 15th century, and trade to the Americas began in the 16th century, lasting through the 19th century. The vast majority of those who were transported in the transatlantic slave trade were from Central Africa and West Africa, and had been sold by West African slave traders to the European slave traders, while others had been captured directly by the slave traders in coastal raids. European slave traders gathered and imprisoned the enslaved forts on African coasts and brought them to the Americas. Except for the Portuguese, European slave traders generally did not participate in the raids because the life expectancy of Europeans in the sub-Saharan African was less than 1 year during the period of the slave trade, which was prior to the widespread availability of quinine as a treatment for malaria. Portuguese coastal raiders found that slave raiding was too costly and often ineffective and opted for establishment commercial relations. Right? Right? So you guys can see right here on your screen, for you guys who didn't know what the Atlantic slave trade was. See, now that right there is coming from Wikipedia. Is that a lie? Hell no, that ain't no fucking lie. Right? I'm gonna say it again. See, we live in a world, you can put stuff in people's face and they don't believe it, or they don't want to believe it. If people want to live off a lie, they're gonna live off a lie. It don't matter. It don't matter. But the one thing Ticket is not gonna do, I'm not gonna let somebody tell me something, then I do the research and talk to people that's from that area and then still live off a lie. I'm not gonna do that. Does that mean I'm voting for Kamala Harris? Hell no. Does that mean I like what she represents? Hell no. I can't stand what she represents. But you can't sit up here and lie and say she's not black when her parents are half Indian, half black. And y'all don't call Kyrie, y'all don't say, hey, Ticket, Kyrie Irving ain't black. Y'all don't say that about Kyrie Irving. And Kyrie Irving is out here saying he got Indian in him. You ain't heard nobody say, hey, man, Kyrie Irving ain't black. When have anybody ever heard somebody say, man, Kyrie Irving ain't black? Kyrie Irving wasn't born in the States. Kyrie Irving was born in Australia. They won't tell y'all that, though. They won't tell y'all Kyrie Irving was born in Australia, would it? Nope. They won't tell y'all that. Right? But if you go back and look, now and look at what Kyrie Irving says. Look at what Kyrie Irving says. See, they won't tell y'all this stuff. People just come in here and lie to y'all. Won't even tell y'all this. Won't even tell y'all. They just lie and make up lies. Make up lies. Right? But if you go and look up, well, what is Kyrie Irving? Right? You know what I'm saying? What is Kyrie Irving? Right? So let's pull this up. I'm gonna put this on the screen in a second. Kyrie Irving, and I want to look up his race and his ethnicity. Is what I want to look up for Kyrie Irving, right? That's what I want to look up for Kyrie Irving, right? So let's put this on the screen right now for you guys. Because I want to show y'all, right? Because motherfuckers say, oh, you talking crazy, you talking crazy. Nah, we're going to tell the truth in here, man. I don't like live off no lie, bro. Now, I don't give a damn what nobody say. I'm going to speak my mind, speak the truth. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, like I said, I don't have no stake in this. I don't give a damn who win the election. I don't care because I'm not voting. But I don't like the fact that motherfuckers run around here not keeping the same energy and just talking all this crazy high power shit and lying. I don't like that. That don't sit right with me, bro. So Kyrie Irving, as you guys can see right here, the heartbreak kid, Kyrie Irving, right? Kyrie Irving, ladies and gentlemen, was born in Melbourne, Australia. You know why? Because his father was playing pro ball over there. His dad was playing pro ball over there, right? Right? So look at this. He's the son of Diedrich Irving and Elizabeth Irving, American expatriates. However the fuck you pronounce that shit. Right? Now, look at this. Kyrie Irving holds a dual citizenship, American and Australian. Right? Right? Now look at this. His mother, who was African American and Lakota. Right? So his mother, now let's pull this up, right? She died of an illness when he was 4 years old. Right? Let's see where his father, let's see what's up with his pops. So that's where Kyrie gets that Indian stuff in him. It's from his mom. Now let's look up his pops. Hold on. Pops, right there. Kyrie Irving's dad. Right? So this up. Right? Where's his early life at? Where's his early life? Let's see. I think his dad is black. So yeah, his dad is black, if I'm not mistaken. And his mom is the one that was mixed. So that's how Kyrie, his mom, like I said, his mom is mixed. That's what it is right here, right? But he was born overseas because his father played professional basketball overseas when he was born, right? So his mom was African American and Lakota, which are Native American people, right? But nobody says Kyrie Irving ain't black, right? Now, hold on. Let's go back to this. I don't want to get stuck on that. Let me go back to this, right? I want to go back to this, right? To the brother who said his mother's African American, right? See, you guys got to understand what I'm saying. Listen to what I said again. Kamala Harris's mother is Indian. She was born in India. Her father is Jamaican. He was born in Jamaica. Kamala Harris was born in America, which automatically qualifies her as an American citizen, right? Now think about this. She's half Indian from her mother. Her father, parents, her grandparents, her father's parents are Afro-Jamaican, which are black, right? So she's half black, half Indian American. Period. So all these people keep running around here. Oh, yeah, she ain't black. She ain't black. What? Tell them to show the evidence. Tell them to show the evidence. Tell those people that keep saying this woman ain't black to show the evidence. Show it. If she's not black, all of y'all that say, hey, man, Kamala ain't black, man, show, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? That's all I want to know. Where is the evidence? They can't show y'all. They going off what somebody else said and they ain't even do no research. These are the same type of people that watch TV, y'all, and go off what the TV said. They ain't gonna do their own research. They won't even show you no evidence. Oh, I heard Judge Joe Brown say that shit. Right? So again, tell the people that say she ain't black, that say, oh, her father's from Ireland or he Irish. Prove that shit. Tell them I said show the proof. Prove that her father is Irish and not Jamaican. Prove it. Prove it. We wait on you. We wait on these people to prove that. Prove that this man right here, hold on, let me go back. Prove that this man right here, Donald J. Harris, the father of Kamala Harris, who was born in Brownstown colony of Jamaica, whose parents are both Afro-Jamaican, right? Right there. Donald Jasper Harris was born in Brownstown, St. Anne Parish, Jamaica. Not Ireland, not Canada, right? Her grandfather, the father of her dad, right, were Afro-Jamaicans. What are Afro-Jamaicans? Predominantly of African descent, they represent the largest ethnicity group in the country of Jamaica. The ethnogenesis of the black Jamaican people stemmed from the Atlantic slave trade of the 16th century when enslaved. Not slave owners, enslaved. Read the quote to the brother who said, or her grandfather was a slave owner. Do you read that on the screen? They were enslaved. Right? No, look at this right here, y'all screen. Right? Enslaved. Right? Were transported as slaves to Jamaica and other parts of the Americas during the period of British rule. Slaves brought to Jamaica by European slave traders were primarily Akan, some of whom ran away. Now, Akan people are a KWA group living primarily in present-day Ghana and in parts of Ivory Coast, Togo, and West Africa. The Akan speak dialects within the Central Tano branch of the Potu-Tano subfamily of the Niger-Congo family. Subgroups of the Akan people include blah, 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 blah. Some of who ran away and joined with Jamaican Maroons and even took over as leaders. Right? West Africans were enslaved in wars with other West African states and kidnapped by either African or European slavers. The most common means of enslaving an African was through abduction. Right? Now look at the ethnicities right there, right? As you guys can see right here on your screen. Based on the slave ship records, enslaved Africans mostly came from Akan people, right? Followed by Congo people, Fon people, Ewe people, and to a lesser degree, Yoruba, Igbo people, Igbo people. Akan culture was the dominant African culture in Jamaica, right? So these Jamaicans were slaves as well, right? So both the parents of Kamala Harris's father, right? Both the parents of Kamala Harris's father were Afro-Jamaican. Her father is Afro-Jamaican. Her mother was Indian. She's mixed, half black, half Indian. I don't agree with the shit she pushed. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't vote for it. I wouldn't vote for Trump. I wouldn't vote for none of them motherfuckers. You ask me, I ain't vote for none of their ass. Straight up. One evil versus another evil. One evil gonna show you what they gonna do. Another evil gonna lie to you and tell you they ain't gonna do something, and then they do something else anyways. Again, these are the facts of what I'm saying to y'all. So unless you have a birth certificate that proves her father is Irish, like all these people are saying, shit, well, you got me. Prove it. Prove it. Right? Right? Now, these people think, what do you think? You think, come on, let me ask y'all a question. You think any president is going to come out and say, hey, man, I'm just going to be the president of black folks? They'll never get elected. So I've seen people ran this video and said, hey, man, she said she ain't going to do nothing for black folks. She didn't say that. She said, I'm not only, but you know something else they're not playing for you guys that I noticed that I thought wasn't fair? They're not playing that she said that she's for reparations. Oh, yeah. I'm going to say it again. They're not playing that she said she's for reparations. Yeah. This is almost 6 years ago. Kamala Harris says she's for reparations. Right? You ain't never heard nobody else say that shit. She says she's for reparations. Now, all these people who say, oh, man, you know, I'm down for the hood. Man, we need reparations, man, for our ancestors and shit, man. She says she's for reparations. But they won't talk about that. That's why I told y'all this. If I really wanted to get involved in this shit and cook niggas, I could cook niggas. Because I don't care about either side, but I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Right? Right? She said that she's for reparations. That's what she said. Right? So, let's see it.
For black people.
Here's Kamala Harris. Right here, you guys. Here she is right here, right? Right? Now, let me put this on the screen because I know it's some buck dancing Negroes on YouTube. Right? And like I said, I'm all for the truth. Wherever I can find the truth, I'm for the truth. You are not going to get elected if you go say, hey, man, I'm only going to be the president of black folks and I'm going to do everything only for black folks. You ain't going to win no presidency saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Now, I want to show y'all this right here, right? 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 Now, I'm going to put this on the screen because I think this is very important, right? Now, here we go right here, y'all. Here we go right here. Let me put this on the screen for you guys. Put this on. Let me take this off. Take this off. Because, see, I'm finna cook these niggas, man. Like I said, these niggas just be talking just to talk, bro. And I don't just come on here to talk, my nigga. I come on here to keep shit real, bro. I don't give a damn who it is. Because, see, that's the thing. These people are deceptive, and they don't tell the whole real, my nigga. They always talk about, hey, man, we need reparations, this and the third. This woman say now let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it. We get a commercial? All right, cool. Let's get a commercial. Let's get a commercial. Now let's play.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act.
There we go. Oh, they don't tell y'all that shit. They don't tell y'all that shit. They don't tell y'all that. Did she just not say that she's for reparations? But they don't tell y'all that. Oh, Kamala said she ain't doing nothing for Black folks. She didn't say that. They lying. See, I listen to everything. Oh, she ain't Black. She the only one out this motherfucker that said that she for reparations, nigga. That's what she said. Rewind the tape. She answered straight up.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination.
Hold on. To the brother who said it in the comments, prove it. To you, Tim Wago, you said she's not Black nor Jamaican, Black or nor Canadian Black. Her father's Irish and East Indian. Her father's nowhere from India, sir. Prove that shit. Where you got proof at? To that brother who wrote that comment on the screen, where can you prove that at? Show me the proof. I'm gonna let you up here right now on live with me if you have proof right now. Come on a live with me right now and show me the proof that her father is Irish and East Indian. Come on live right now. I give you $1,000 right now. TIM Fuwago. I got $1,000 for you right here on live right now. I'll cash app you $1,000 right now if you can prove that. Right now. I'm saying, okay, you say you've done your research. Come on live right now and prove it. Where can you prove it? Can you come up here right now and prove that? Come up here right now and prove it. Prove it. Come up here right now and prove it. I got $1,000 for you right now if you can prove it. You got 5 minutes to let me know if you coming up here. Matter of fact, you got a minute. Because I ain't finna play no games with you. If you can prove that her father is Irish and Indian, I give you $1,000 right now. TIM Fuwago. Come up and prove it right now. You quiet, sir? We waiting for you in the comment section. You're quiet, sir. That's an easy bet. I'll cash app you $1,000 right now if you can come up here with hardcore evidence. Where's he at? We waiting for him. Sir, you haven't said nothing, sir. Why you waiting, man? No, you tell me to do my research. I ain't asked you about no research. I'm asking you. You said you know. You said you see. I told y'all it's punks like this running around YouTube line. I just offered this punk $1,000 to come up here and prove it. He won't come up here and prove that shit because he don't have no proof. He's a liar, just like a lot of these other clowns. They have no proof. Prove it. I can prove she said that she's for reparations. I'll play it right there on the tape for you. Send the cash app. What do you mean send the cash app? I'm finna send, bro, you got a minute to come up in here right now and prove it. We got you on the clock. We got you on the clock. Where's the evidence, sir? It should be easy. You should be able to come up here and say, where's the evidence at? We can go pull it up right now. Where's the evidence? Tim, where's the evidence? Y'all see how these people do on YouTube? I told y'all, these niggas just talking. They just talking. They just talking. I get that man $1,000 right here in front of everybody right now. I'll cash app him if he can prove that her father is not Jamaican and from Ireland and Indian. Her father. That's what that Negro said. Or if he is one. Come on in here. Tim, you got 30 seconds, dog. Why is you quiet, bro? See, this is the type of stuff I be trying to tell y'all that goes on YouTube. You niggas just come up here lying, man. Niggas ain't got no evidence. They just repeating what somebody else say. They ain't got no, this nigga heard Judge Joe Brown say some shit. And now he willing to die on that lie on the ledge. He don't have no evidence, no proof. This dude's a liar. So since you got 10 seconds, I'm gonna block your ass. I'm willing to get you $1,000 right now on live. I'm willing to give him 1,000. 7, 6. Come on, Tim. 5. I'm gonna give you a slow count, Tim. 5, Mississippi. 4, Mississippi. 3, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 1, Mississippi. Y'all see these dudes on YouTube? Let me find them so I can block them. Dudes be lying, bro. Let me find them so I can block them, bro. Dudes be lying. You're blocked, dog. Dudes just be lying, bro. It's just sad. These are the type of dudes you got running around YouTube, bro. It's just sad. It really is sad, bro. And just come up here lying for no reason, bro. I'm just saying. I literally told him if he can prove that right now, I got 1,000 for him right now. These dudes repeat lies they heard online and walk with it like it's the truth. They ain't even do their own research. So once again, all these dudes talking about, oh, Kamala this, Kamala that. I'm bringing you a video in front of your face right now from 5 years ago. Look right there on your screen right there. 5 years ago in 2019, where she says she's for reparations. All these people say, oh, how in the blue hell do you think a person running for the president of the United States gonna get elected if they say, hey, man, I'm just gonna do shit for black folks? She never said, I'm not gonna do nothing for black folks. She says only. She has to say that, or she ain't got no chance of getting elected. If anybody goes in on anywhere and says, yo, I'm only gonna do something for black folks, white folks gonna vote for them? They're the majority in the country. People got to use their brains, man. Do I agree with her policies? No. Do I agree with Trump's policies? No, I don't like none of these mofos because I think they all liars in a certain way. But she's on record saying she's for reparations in more than once, and nobody tells y'all that. All these niggas that say, hey, man, she said she ain't going to do nothing for blacks, man. You know what I'm saying, man? They ain't using, bro, the comprehension level is on 0 in the world we live in. It's on 0. Right? See, I'm going to tell y'all something. You can't claim that you're going to lead us and do stuff right, and you're not righteous yourself. See what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Let's go back to what she said.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, Black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the LIFT Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
See, they edited what she said. They edited that one part at the end. I'm not only going to do something for Black. They didn't show y'all the beginning. They edited that little part at the end. This is how evil that people are out here. They edited that part. Y'all see that? So once again, this is how the media does. This is how the media does, right? This is how the media does. But they a lot of y'all on all ends. On all ends. So all them people took that, and this is the first time y'all seen that whole video. Because y'all been seeing a clip. They ain't show y'all the whole video. They ain't show y'all the whole context of the video. They put that one clip and told y'all, oh man, she said she ain't gonna do nothing for Black folks. See? Now I showed you the whole tape. These people be out here lying for no reason. Making up shit. Right? Now press 1 in the comment section if you never saw that whole segment right there before. If you never saw that whole segment and you only saw that little clip where she said she ain't gonna do nothing for just Black folks, press 1. Press 1. If you seen the whole clip before, press 2. Now look at all these people that's in the comments that had not seen that whole clip. All these people that saying in the comments, I ain't even seen the whole clip. Right? So people will lie to y'all for no reason. And I think I know why Joe Brown said what he said about the girl. He might have tried to holler at her and she ain't get that nigga no play. Maybe that's what it is. You never know. Right? So what do some of these brothers start doing when sisters don't give them a play? Oh man, she's a this and she's a that and she's that and she's this. You never know. Again, I won't be voting for it. I won't be voting for Trump. I won't be voting at all. I don't care. But I do care about the lies. I don't like the lies. I don't like the lies. And to the brother who says, what has she done for Jamaicans? You don't know. The Capricorn way. What race are you, the Capricorn way? What race are you? What race are you, sir? The Capricorn way. What race are you? You ask her, what has she done for Jamaicans? And she Black. What have you done for your race? Can you prove that? Can you prove that? Since you point the finger, remember when you point the finger at somebody, it's always 3 fingers pointing back at you. So what have you done? What race are you, Capricorn way? What race are you and what have you done? See, when you start asking these people these questions, they can't answer them questions. See, he ain't even come back in the chat. Or she. Whether you are he or she, you ain't even come back in the chat. Disappear. What happened? Disappear. What happened? What happened, dog? What happened? They never played that whole tape for y'all. A lot of y'all's jaw dropped when y'all saw that whole tape. They played a clip. People clip. And that's why I told you always got to listen to everything. And that made me get interested in this. Because I had no interest in none of this shit. When people start talking shit, I got interested and I started doing my investigation. And I said, you know what? I'm going to listen to all this shit and I'm going to do my research myself. Because I ain't finna listen to somebody just tell me and run with this shit. Right? Right? See, this is what happened. And then when you ask that person who says, oh, no, she's not this, she's not that, man. You know what I'm saying, man? To the person who says she's not her father. Excuse me, sir. If your father is black and your mother's Indian, you're half black, half Indian. Shut up, brother. The hell is wrong with you? So now you're going to tell me that Jamaicans aren't black? Now you're going to tell me, look at this, y'all. Now, this is what we're going to do, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Because her father's Afro-Jamaican, right? Right? Her father's Afro-Jamaican, right? She going to tell me, right? Now, I want y'all to look at some Afro-Jamaicans, right? This fool going to tell me in the comment section that Jamaican isn't black? You're a lie. You're a lie. You're blocked. You're goofy. You're goofy and you're a liar. You're a liar and you're a goofy. You don't even know what black is, brother. If you're going to sit up here and say that Jamaicans aren't black, matter of fact, let me put this on the screen right here. Right? Those are Afro-Jamaicans. Now, if you're going to tell me that mofo on your screen ain't black, the hell wrong with you, brother? The hell wrong with you? Afro-Jamaican. You see that right there on your screen? These are Afro-Jamaicans on your screen. What the hell is wrong with you, man? These people don't know nothing about nothing. So you gonna tell me that what you see on your screen right there, that's not black? The hell is wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them people? Right? You see these clowns? This is the foolishness you got going on YouTube. This is the foolishness you got going on YouTube. Right? Kevin Ford, she doesn't look like that because she's mixed. Her mother is Indian and her father is Jamaican. Right? Not all Jamaicans are dark skinned. Have you seen a picture of her father? Let's put one on the screen for you so you can see a picture of her father. Right here. That's her father. That's her father. That's her daddy, nigga. That is her father right there on the screen. That's her father, right? Her mother looks Indian and her father looks black. The hell is wrong with you people? The hell is wrong with you people? Something wrong with these people on YouTube. Something wrong with these people on YouTube. Her daddy is most definitely black. These are facts. That's her pops right there. Something wrong with y'all on YouTube, man. Something wrong with these people. People just run with lies, man. I can't stand them type of people, bro. And both of his parents are Afro-Jamaican. Right? This is the ignorance that goes on social media. Right? Then when you ask them to prove, since they say, oh, her daddy, he Irish. Where'd that come from? Shit, ain't nobody said that. Ain't no documentation say her daddy's Irish. None. That people just out here lying for clout. Lying for clout. It's sad. It's sad. But you know what? I got one more for y'all. Right? So they lied about something else. They said, oh, she ain't been claiming that she been black. Guess what, y'all? They fact checked that shit. Go to factcheck.org. See, y'all know when I come with it, I come with the banger, nigga. I do all my research. When I go in deep, nigga, I go in deep. So they say, oh man, she used to identify as Indian, and then factcheck.org. Go to it. Factcheck.org. Go to it. Y'all listen to people who lie just because y'all want to get in line instead of doing your own research. Yeah, you shocked now, ain't you? Make sure y'all share this video too. Cook these clowns, right? And tell anybody that tell y'all that, oh, her daddy is Irish. Tell them niggas show you proof. Show you the documentation and proof her daddy's from Ireland and that he's Irish. If they ain't got no proof, tell them to get the hell out your face. This ain't about, oh, we gonna vote for her. No, this is about telling the truth, right? Factcheck.org. Harris is always identified as Indian American and black. Let's read right here, y'all. Former President Donald Trump falsely claimed that Vice President Kamala Harris has only recently begun identifying as black. Until a few years ago. She was only promoting her Indian heritage. End quote. That's nonsense. This is factcheck.org, right? Harris, whose mother was born in India and whose father was from Jamaica, has always identified as both Indian American and black. Trump appears to be trying to resurrect bogus social media claims that he gained some traction back in 2020 after Harris was tapped as Joe Biden's running mate. The Post claimed that when Harris became a senator in 2017, she only identified as an Indian American and that she only later began identifying as black for political gain. It was nonsense then too. At the annual convention of the National Black Journalists on July the 31st, ABC News' Rachel Scott asked Trump if he thought Harris was only on the ticket because she is a black woman. So I've known her for a long time, indirectly, not directly very much, Trump said. And she was always of Indian heritage. And she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black. And now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know. Is she Indian or is she black? I respect either one, Trump says. But she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way. And then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person. I think someone should look into that too. Well, it says, as we said, there's ample evidence that Harris, now the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, has for decades identified as both Indian American and black, reflecting her biracial parentage. In her 2019 autobiography, The Truths We Hold in American Journey, Harris describes being brought up in a multicultural home. Harris's parents divorced when she was a young girl, and while her father remained a part of our lives, it was really my mom who took a charge of our upbringing. Our classical Indian names hark back to our heritage, and we were raised with strong awareness and appreciation for our Indian culture. But she added that my mother understood well that she was raising two black daughters. She knew that her adopted homeland would see Maya and me as black girls, and she was determined to make sure we would grow into confident, proud black women. Now let's keep going, because I'm gonna keep cooking these mugs on YouTube with the truth. Let's keep going. In May 25th, 2016, profile of Harris. It's 2016. In the New York Times Magazine states, Harris brought up her daughters in the late 60s and early 70s in a black neighborhood in Berkeley, sharing a house with a friend who ran a small preschool. She had 2 black babies, and she raised them to be 2 black women. Harris says of her mother's choice of community. In 2016, these niggas be lying on YouTube. Lying. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right? 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 Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Right? An alumni profile of Harris in the Howard magazine in the fall of 2016 noted that Harris was reared by her mother, a scientist and an immigrant from India, and that Harris said being on Howard's campus during those formative years was central to her development as a black person, end quote. Right? 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 After graduating, these niggas be lying. 1986. 1986, y'all. How many years ago was that? That's damn near 40 years ago. 1986. After graduating from Howard in 1986, these niggas be lying. Oh, she never identified her. She never claimed her blackness until recently. These niggas be lying. After graduating from Howard in 1986, Harris returned to Oakland, California, and went to law school at UC Hastings College of Law, now UC San Francisco Law. At UC Hastings, she wrote in her autobiography, I was elected president of the Black Law Students Association, the BLSA, during my second year in law school. At the time, black students were having a harder time finding employment than white students, and I wanted to change that. She was the Black Law Student Association goddamn president. As the BLSA president, I called the managing partners of all the major law firms and asked them to send representatives to a job fair we were hosting at a hotel. Right? While serving in the U.S. Senate, Harris was a member of the Congressional Black Caucus. What the hell is wrong with these people? Go to factcheck.org. Go to factcheck.org. Go to factcheck.org. Right? Now look at this, y'all. Look at this right here, y'all. Right? Look at this right here. At a Trump rally in Pennsylvania, after his remarks at the NABJ convention, the campaign posted on a large video screen behind a headline of a November the 9th, 2016 AP story that Business Insider published that read California's Kamala Harris, the first Indian American U.S. Senator. That's entirely accurate. Of course she was. This is what Trump put. It says an AP story published Yo, shout out to Kevin Jenkins, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to the brother Kevin Jenkins coming through with a $300 donation tonight, man. Salute to you, my brother. I appreciate it, man. He says, ticket, I did not know this information existed. Man, listen, bro. Salute to you. That's why we here. And if y'all want to donate, the link pin at the top of the comments. The link pin at the top of the comments. The link pin at the top of the comments. An AP story published the same day, November the 9th, 2016, presents a more complete description stating Harris will enter the chamber as the first Indian woman elected to a Senate seat in the Black and the second black woman following Carol Mosley Braun, who served a single term after being elected in 92. Right? Similarly, when Harris was elected as San Francisco District Attorney in 2003, the Associated Press reported Harris, a former girlfriend and political protege of Mayor Willie Brown, will be the first female district attorney in the city's history and the first black to hold the office in California. A month later, Jet magazine ran a story under the headline, Kamala Harris is San Francisco's first black district attorney. Both stories were obtained from news archives LexisNexis. It says, after Trump made his comments, conservative commentator Laura Loomer posted on an X a reprint of Harris's birth certificate and wrongly claimed it proved Harris is a liar, right? It says, after Trump made his comments, conservative commentator Laura Loomer posted on X a reprint of Harris's birth certificate and wrongly claimed it proved Harris a quote-unquote liar and that Donald Trump is correct. Harris is not black and has never been. Loomer noted nowhere on her birth certificate that she says she's black or African. The last part is true. According to a copy of Harris's birth certificate posted by the Mercury News, August 2020, Harris's race is not recorded because there's no box for it. The certificate notes that Harris's mother, who was living in Berkeley, California, born in India, with a certificate form asked for the color of race of mother, it is marked Caucasian. Of her mother, who's Indian, right? This is where people lie to y'all and deceive y'all, right? But they said, oh, Kamala put down there that she's Caucasian, man. Kamala put that down there. That's not surprising. A 1995 document from the Office of Management and Budget titled Standards for the Classification of Federal Data on Race and Ethnicity notes that in decennial consensus, there have been many changes in the broad racial categories. The specific components of the categories and whether data on the ethnicity were collected, Asian Indians, for example, were counted as Hindus in the census from 1920 to 1940, as white from 1950 to 1970, and as Asians or Pacific Islanders in 1980 to 1990. Harris's birth certificate from her birth year is from 1964. She was born in Oakland. That's why her mother was listed as Caucasian. People lie to y'all. But we present the facts and the truth to these lies that people want to put out here, but they don't want to tell y'all the truth. No, they don't want to know the truth. Under the color of race, under the color or race of father, the certificate states that quote unquote Jamaican. The form also notes that Harris's father, Donald J. Harris, is a native of Jamaica. While the birth certificate makes note of it, Donald Harris is black. While it makes no note of it, Donald Harris is black. In other words, Kamala Harris is both Indian American and black. Trump amplified Loomer's bogus post by reposting it on a social media platform. He also posted an old photo of Harris with Indian relatives in traditional Indian garb. Trump commented, your war, friendship, and love for your Indian heritage are very much appreciated. Right? Trump went out the way to lie. Right? And they proved, all you got to do is go to factcheck.org, that was a lie. The only reason why her mother listed as Caucasian is because between 1950 and 1970, if you were Indian, they listed you under Caucasian until they changed the law. But again, this is why I be trying to tell y'all. All these people that's lying set themselves up for lawsuits. Period. And it's just sad. And the only reason why I did this video because I don't like people lying. If you're gonna say something about the issues, hey, look, I'm with y'all. I don't agree with none of these clowns on the issues. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I liked what she said was about the reparations. Other than that, I don't all this other foolishness they pushing out here. I'm not with it. I ain't with the play. See what I'm saying? Again. But see, this is what y'all don't understand. And this is why I try and tell y'all this stuff, man. Y'all need to do your own research and stop listening to what people telling y'all on YouTube. Do your own research. Let me know what y'all think, man. Salute to everybody who supported this stream, man. Like, share, subscribe, you guys. Now, if you can prove otherwise, that her father is Irish, prove it. Show the proof. Because that's what people are saying. The reason why she's not black, oh, her daddy's Irish. It's a lie. Prove it. Prove it. I'm waiting on the niggas to prove it. Prove it. Just show evidence. Don't come in here and say, oh, you're lying. No, show evidence. That's all I'm saying. Prove it. Prove that shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Good day. And I still ain't vote.